You can't lose and start making it feel like it was okay to lose. Lose, come and continue training. Hii story mingi ati sijui nani alikuwa number 7, sijui 5, sijui judge mgani. Stop trying to make people and yourself feel comfortable about the loss. It is a loss.
Hate me, hate the game, I'm a player.
Second session of the week of the same, arms and side delts. This one has to be a bit lighter for good recovery. Start off with cables.
See me flop, got a plot, want a lot, I won't stop on my pops. Got so many flows, it's insane. They don't really understand the game. Got a plan and it's plain, I ain't playing. I'm just trying to gain. I wanna get that big bag, need that big Rex, blow up Tic Tac with a blue cheese at. Don't give.
So basically 2 warm-up sets, then we're ready to work. So most times I prefer the cables because of the eccentric effect. So when I mean eccentric effect is when you push the weight like this, the cables will pull back, so they will help you use both the concentric and eccentric movement. So it's a better idea when you're warming up and when you're still not able to get that full muscle mind connection. So one more warm up set, then we go.
Coming through with them bangers, ain't no room for mistakes. Lot of stake, hustle till we get a lot of rooms, lot of stakes. Good kid, but I keep it gangster. All gas, no brakes. Got cash for the case.
On Sundays I use it to treat those weak areas,
Hustling all day.
to make sure that they get a bit of more attention. So still the delts and arms, now that we are going international, needs to really come up. So that's what we are doing today. At 001, I think we kept our word. We said that we will surely take the win, and we did. Of course it's a game, some people will feel like maybe it should have gone the other way, but at the end of the day, what counts and what takes the day is work and preparedness. So the most prepared athlete, the athlete that brings it all, takes the day. I think that's exactly what we did. People struggle to believe in champions, in dreams, in ambitions, because I think that's the nature of humans. Right from creation time, God told Adam and Eve, don't eat this tree, the fruits from this tree. But again, they doubted. Why is he saying not this precise tree? So I think it's in the nature of people to just doubt and not believe. So the beauty about that is it gives you the fire to prove yourself right, and in that process, by the way, you prove them wrong. So proving people wrong, it builds your self-confidence like nothing else. Like, look, they didn't think you can do it, and then you do it, and then every day you see them, they see you. Now they know that you're the kind of person that is going to do what you said you're going to do, and this just takes your confidence levels higher than it was before. So it's a good thing to actually prove people wrong, even though you shouldn't focus on that. If this is your dream, they don't believe it. So the big goal should be, I'll achieve my dream. But by you doing that, you prove anybody that didn't believe it wrong. So you don't focus on proving anybody wrong. You focus on doing your job. doing what you believe you're supposed to do. The others will come as a by the way.
When this drop, everyone stop. Ain't no more room on top. This one can't be blocked. Give me my props. I'm really like that. Don't believe me, just watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just watch, 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 watch. Don't believe me, just boom. Heads turn when I walk in the room. All eyes when I walk in the room.
Whoa, fantastic.
Do it now, boom. Heads turn when I walk in the room. All lies when I walk in the room. No lies when I walk in the room.
My advice to people, let's say, who don't have the right mindset to win, the first mistake you do is you focus on winning. That's the biggest mistake you ever make. First, focus on having the capacity to win. Forget about the win. Have the capacity, have the mental capacity to win. Like, basically, can you work hard? Can you stay disciplined? Can you stay grounded? Can you stay focused? Can you get coached? Can you adapt? So when you focus on these things, you have the ingredients to win. In that case, it reduces the chances of you failing, or even if you fail, your win is on its way. But if you focus on the win and you have not thought about the ingredients to win, there is a very big chance that you are not going to make it. Just one more set to go there. Of course, after you win, you have divided opinions. Some people will think you deserved it. Some people will think it was just given to you, and every other kind of opinions people have. And this is what I think, or this is my approach, that I'm going to do everything to win. You guys can talk and take the sides you want to do, to take. But what I'm going to make sure is I don't lose. And then the rest of the work will be done by the other people. Opinions, thoughts, everything. It's not going to be my job. So that was almost close to failure, and that's what we are avoiding. Now we're on the off season, and this year the goal is a bit different because we ideally want to venture into the outside world, into the international stage. So, of course, you know, that's not a child's play, and we have very gifted and tough athletes outside there. And that means if we have to go there, we have to double the work that we have to do now. So this off-season is, I don't call it an off-season. It's still like a prep, man. We want to create quality muscle right from the word go. So it's simple. People lose it during the off-season because they think the off-season is time to enjoy anything. Eat without a plan, eat anything, keep being inconsistent with your diet. But if you're thinking about quality from the word go, you know that the carbs must be of high quality, the protein must be of high quality, the training has to be of high quality. So basically how you ensure that you have quality muscle is keeping everything on good quality right from the word go. Coach said in his words that we just have to keep doing what we were doing last year. What we are working on here is just a bigger, leaner version of what we had last year. That's the plan. So just bigger and leaner. I always have felt that genetically I don't have the advantage of the best arms and shoulders, and that's normal for any bodybuilder. You have that part that is basically something that you have to really give more attention, work harder on. I think sometimes it's an advantage. It brings off that comfort that you might have, like, look, I am good, I can win shows. It takes away that from you. If you have that, you are set up for failure. But every day if you feel like this is not good enough, this is not exactly where I should be, it keeps that fire of you to keep working as hard. The problem is, I think a lot of people ignore what they are not good at and just assume it's good. You get, if you look at my delts, they win shows, they have done 2 shows, they have won. But again, they are not the best. I mean, there are people who have just outstanding delts. So every day, I won't think of something outstanding. So I think, I feel like it's an advantage to me that every day somebody has something to say, hey Joe, you need to work on this. I'm like, okay, let's go. So I like it. I actually feel like it's a good thing. So when I'm saying I don't have the best delts, it's not that on that casual level. I mean, they are going to win shows, but to be among the greatest, they must look a bit sharper than they are now. Yes, it's not a weakness that automatically anybody who step on stage is going to exploit on. Still, very few people would beat me on the front pose, even on as things stand. Locally, I'm still able to beat people who might have the most outstanding delts in their opinion. You get what I mean? So I don't mean from a base level that they are weak. I mean from that elite level, they will need to come up to be like, this guy basically doesn't have any weakness. When we talk about bodybuilding, we talk about a package. So it's your delts in ratio to your waist, to your core, to your back. It's just not delts. You can have the biggest delts, but they don't relate with everything else that you have in your physique. So you're off. But for me, that's how I want it to be in harmony. So, and I know exactly where to pose at the moment to make sure it's in harmony. So the only thing I know I can't do, and one of the reasons could be because of height, is I don't do arms on waist. And again, very elite, very few athletes and on the highest level are able to nail that pose. But on the pose that I do, again, even guys with the best delts, very few people will beat me from that angle, because we are talking of a package. We are not talking of a single muscle group. It's from head to toe. You can't just say, hey, I have better arms. That's not what we are talking about. It's going to be, how does your arm relate to everything else that you have? Your posing, your legs, your core, your back. Okay, it's about harmony. It's like an art. If this color doesn't match with this one, it doesn't matter how good the other color was. It has to overall look like something that was put together. As I still work on my weaknesses, I am not easy to beat. Even on that side, maybe you feel like you're strong, because I'll still put it in a way that it matches everything that I got. This year, if everything goes well, I think I would, if I have a show right after, or some weeks or months after my international show, I'd love to do a classic physique show. And not to basically win. I don't want to lose focus. Said, you can't be a very good men's physique athlete at the same time be a very good classic physique athlete. There is a reason why those categories are separated. So you must know that. So if I come to classic physique and think of winning, then I have to let men's physique go. But I have a balance that I'll still do well in classic. Okay, just to enjoy and just be with the classic guys and not necessarily win. I know if I'm doing well in men's physique, I cannot win classic physique unless the rules are broken, because a classic guy will need a bit more of thicker muscles. A men's physique guy will need more of wider frame and not densely packed muscles. So those two things can't be in the same setup. But I could in the future go to classic. But in my training, I still think of class of men's physique. As we speak now, he is talking about a lot of delts. You get. So delts, if you have wider delts, they maintain that wider frame. But if it was in classic physique, the challenge wouldn't be delts. The challenge would be overall density. I need to be a more dense guy. You get. But now I need to be a wider guy, not necessarily a dense guy. Everything of yours must look like it's very attractive. In open bodybuilding, you just have to be big and packed. It doesn't have to be exactly attractive. You get. You just have to be massive, lean. Nothing attractive here. Classic, even the poses tell you these guys are trying to look very attractive. The vacuum, the way they do their posing, it's more of an art compared to open bodybuilding. That's the only difference. So when you go open bodybuilding again, you can't nail this kind of classic poses because it could be too big. You might have lost your ratios. So I can't do an international classic show, but I can do a local one. Locally, I would place well. Trust me, I would make it top 5, and I will do it top 5 because I'm telling you, out of observation, locally we still don't have so many people that are very hardworking in the art. Forget the training, in the art. The art comes in posing, how are your ratios looking. So many people will lift the weights, but very few people will take time to work on something that looks beautiful. And I'll beat them in that. Maybe 4 can nail better vacuums than me. So it's putting me in a position, or just the vacuum puts me in a position I'm competitive. But if you go international, a vacuum pose is not an issue. Everybody does the vacuum pose every other day. You've seen in my off season, I've been practicing to do vacuum posing. So imagine by October when I'm lean, me doing a vacuum. I mean, it was going to be top 5. A lot of classic guys who should be doing more of the vacuum are probably not doing it. So they're not taking time to respect their art. So it gives me a chance to challenge them in their own category. So one thing I know about men's physique for the longest time, they don't have, initially it was for guys who are not genetically able to build very good legs. They should be decent, but not very good legs. Classic, you can't come with decent legs. You must have very good legs. And that is one thing that I know I can be able to do. I can bring lean legs with decent size. I don't know how many other men's physique athletes can do that, but for me, I can still bring very decent legs, not very big. They still keep me in men's physique, but decent with the cuts, with a bit of good size. And that's why I feel like I still do classic. If I wasn't a bodybuilder, interesting. I've never thought about that because initially I was supposed to be a farmer. Yes, I am an agriculture economist by profession, so funny thing, it's never hit my mind what else I'll be doing if I was not doing this. I think this is what I was supposed to do. This is what I was meant for. I have never heard about of what else I would do. I think I would struggle to think of something else, but I am sure I'm flexible. I would find something. But honestly speaking, this is what I love to do with everything. I've never had a day that I think, oh, this is not for me. So training, coaching people, oh, this has been it. One thing that is coming out clear to me is this game you must sacrifice. Look, it's Sunday afternoon. Not the very first Sunday I'm here in the afternoon. I can't count the number of Sundays that I've been here. I was here yesterday night. So all I can recall is this game requires somebody who can sacrifice. If you can't sacrifice, it's not going to be your game. Both your time, your finances, people you interact with. Because again, one thing that I am learning that is very common is so many people discourage bodybuilding and fitness, and maybe because it's not their thing. But you find people who are so quick to be like, no, you can find something else to do. So again, if you don't protect your mind from this kind of people, this is not going to be it. You have to sacrifice. Who are you interacting with? How are you training? How are you resting? How are you placing your finances according to what you need to achieve in terms of your physique? So sacrifice is the word. If you're not ready to sacrifice, I don't see any success coming your way in bodybuilding. Winning Mr. 001, it's easier to get to the top, but it's more difficult to stay on top. This is going to be the biggest lesson going forward, that you can achieve certain standards, but now the fight is to maintain those standards. If you're somebody that is a champion for the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, hands down, it's more difficult when this belongs to you and our people want it, versus when you don't have anything and you're going for it. It's more pressuring for you to know that you could be the one losing your standard in terms of that category. So winning is one thing, staying on top is a very different thing. But look, losing is going to come my way at some point. It's normal. It's normal for you to lose. I said, if you have the ingredients to win, any loss is going to be very temporary. You will come back. If you have the real ingredients to win, you never worry about losing. You know, it's just a matter of time.
Don't let me down, say you will stay. I can't endure more heartbreak.
So when it comes to the international show, I'm eyeing Dubai more or South Africa. The reason being, it's a bit more affordable for starters, and again, the competition is not very extreme. Not that I fear extreme competition, but I respect the fact that you have to start somewhere. You can't just wake up one day simply because you feel like you're confident or you're working hard and you want to beat the pros. It's never going to happen. So start somewhere, move slowly, gain experience, gain exposure, become better until you get to the top. So what you give is what you get back. If you think the work is done, then the work is done. If you want to approach it like you already achieved everything, but yet you're on a local standard, that's where it ends. But again, if you want to approach it like, look, there is the Olympia, there is the Arnold, there is so many bigger shows that I can actually do and become better, then again, the job is not done. So it goes back to you. What do you think is a job well done? If one local show satisfies you, fine, then the job is done. But if you're hungry to think of the best stage on earth, again, the job is never done. So it's going to go back to you. What makes you feel contented, or what was your dream looking like? So on my side, the job is not done. So they are the leads that did South Africa. So first thing is to congratulate them for believing they can conquer the international stages. I mean, anybody can step on the stage. It takes just the finances to step on stage. You just have to register for the show and just step on the stage. But again, when it comes to conquering the international standards, I think now they know better. It's going to ask for more than just going to the plane and going there. It's a, if you have to be honest, it's a big call. It's a very big call. You have to do more than just going there to participate. If we are sending you to start representing us outside there, or you feel like you can represent us outside there, you can't get comfortable by just representing us outside there. We want more hunger to actually win. We just don't want people, we just don't say that Joe was in South Africa. That is fine. But what did Joe do in South Africa is more important in this aspect. We are trying to push this sport up there. We are not trying to just go there and say, here, we came from Kenya and we participated. So I also need some people that can conquer it, not just showing up there. So I think that's what I can say. But again, good job for showing up there. But now this year, do more than just showing up. We don't still have a pro in this country, man. It's a big country. For sure, I don't think we have a men's physique pro. Any active men's physique pro, I don't know about one. And we are trying to push the sport forward. So hopefully this year somebody can go there and actually do it. Could be me. Let's see.